हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभु मां पाहि विभो शंभो शंकरा सदा शिवाय सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभो मां पाहि विभो मां पाहि प्रभो हर 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 हराय नमो शिव 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 शिवाय नमो हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभु मां पाहि विभो शंभो शंकरा सदा शिवाय सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभो मां पाहि विभो मां पाहि प्रभो हर 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 हराय नमो शिव 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 शिवाय नमो हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभु मां पाहि विभो शंभो शंकरा सदा शिवाय सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभो मां पाहि विभो मां पाहि प्रभो हर 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 हराय नमो शिव 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 शिवाय नमो हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभु मां पाहि विभो शंभो शंकरा सदा शिवाय सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभो मां पाहि विभो मां पाहि प्रभो हर 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 हराय नमो शिव 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 शिवाय नमो हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो हराय सर्वेश्वर मां पाहि प्रभु मां पाहि विभो। शंभो शंकरा सदा शिवाय सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभु मां पाहि विभो। पाहि विभो मां पाहि प्रभु। हर 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 हराय नमो। शिव 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 शिवाय नमो। हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो। हराय नमो हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो। हराय नमो शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो। हराय नमो। सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभु मां पाहि विभो। शंभो शंकरा सदा शिवाय सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभु मां पाहि विभो। पाहि विभो मां पाहि प्रभु। हर 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 हराय नमो। शिव 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 शिवा। गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यम्। भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरुः स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः। विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पकः। भवानी शंकरो वंदे श्रद्धा विश्वासरूपिणो याभ्यां विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्धा स्वान्तस्तमीश्वरम् यस्यांके च विभाति भूधरसुधा देवपगामस्ते बाले बालविदुर्गरले च गरलं यस्योरसि व्यालराट् सोऽयं भूतिविभूषणः सुरवरः सर्वाधिपः सर्वदा सर्वः सर्वगतः शिवः शशिनिभः श्रीशंकरः पातु माम् श्रीशंकरः पातु माम् वन्दे महानन्दमनन्तलीलं महेश्वरं सर्वविभुं महान्तं गौरीप्रियं कार्तिकविघ्नराजसमुद्भवं शङ्करम् आदिदेवम् शङ्करम् आदिदेवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः ॐ Shivaya. Om Namah 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 Shivaya. Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Parvati Pate Har Har Mahadev. Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Hari Om. Hari Om. The experience of sorrow is experience of powerlessness on some issue. You cannot be sad and feeling of powerful at the same time. Shakti, Hinta and Dukh, they are synonymous. Therefore, you ask if somebody is sad, what is making you sad? So he will say, on this issue I am feeling helpless. On this issue I am feeling powerless. You can't say I am very powerful, still I am very sad. But second point is very important. And this is where science and Vedanta differ. What is that point? Vedanta or the Vedas say that power cannot be without powerful. And science says power is alone is there. Science says whole world is power and energy and mass interchangeable. But Vedanta says that the power cannot be without powerful. Like I am speaking, so this is my power. So there is a powerful me whose power is this. Because power is inert by nature. And inert can't be existing alone. This is a definition of inert. Whose satta is not alone, whose existence is not alone. It depends on something else. To prove it is inert. Inert can't prove the inert. To prove inert, there has to be consciousness. This is second point. Okay. Third point is that very important that there are not two powerful. There is only one powerful existing. Other powerfulness is only a reflection of the main powerful. There are not, because if there are two infinite powerful, that infinite powerful, the wielder of or holder of all power is called Ishwar. ठीक है ना? Is called Ishwar. And therefore Jeev is also called Ishwar. Somewhere in Bhagavad Gita, Jeev also has been mentioned as Ishwar. Where you find out? 15th chapter. Utkramante, Ishwara. Because he is also holder of some power. He is mini Ishwar. But there is only one infinite powerful who is called now Maheshwar. He is called Mahanascha Sau Ishwarascha. He is Mahan also and he is Ishwar also. Who is holder of all the power. That means he was the holder of power of creation, power of sustenance and power of destruction. And all three are happening simultaneously. Also, he is called God. He is called the one who is Shiva. He is called Shankar. Okay. This is where the point is very important. Next point is, please note, that powerful has the capacity to withdraw and give the power as per his wish. He is the dispenser of power. You cannot force power upon yourself. You cannot give power upon yourself or take away power. you can't say, I will get lot of power. He can, power doesn't mean only the power of ruling. It can be power of speaking, power of dancing, power of singing, power of learning. I have known one person who, you just in front of him, somebody read 500 words. 500 words. Bat, number 1, number 2, number 3. Just once. He said, what was 399 words? And he told it. Imagine that. वो power है उसके पास. He said, okay, tell me what word was this number? Scrutiny. So he said this word was 484 word. और शक्ति उसके पास थी. अब भगवान ने वो दे दिया उसको. When somebody asks, how did you get this? He told. He said, Saraswati Upasana. Young boy, he must be 19-year-old. Other person I went, the place Narmada, where you Omkareshwar, you went also. Those who went for Jyotirlinga Yatra went to Omkareshwar. So once I went to Omkareshwar, I was returning from there. So they say there we get shielding at a particular point. So I went on a boat. They took me alone on a boat. Hardly 2-3 people can be on the boat. He went on the middle of that Narmada river. Height was too much. So I was there and he was there. I think 2 or 3 people, maybe one more. He jumped inside with the bucket. Didn't he come out? I said, how will I go back? ये तो डूबा हमको भी ले गया. भैया, he came out after 7-10 minutes. Bucket full of Narmadeshwar. वही पावर थी इनके पास. ये तो महिमा है शिव जी की. हमने कहा चलो तो आ गए, जान बच गई. तो चलो. Then he took away, everybody was standing on the shore and they were chanting Hanuman Chalisa. For me, not for him. So, वही था, पावर इसके पास थी. ऐसी सी पावर है सृष्टि में. आपसे क्या बताया? Today only I was telling in the Ramayana class, one saint is here, Ram Bhadracharya. He had chanted Ramayana 8,000 times. ये power इनके पास. He chants in 3 days, once one he does. Once in 3 days. Parayana in 3 days are over, not 9 days. वही उनकी सिद्धि हो गई. When he was 6-year-old, he knew whole Gita. He was 7-year-old, he started chanting Ramayana and he is blind. अपने आप है. इतनी पावर है. So one who is the holder of all power, and therefore you cannot do anything and feel powerful. Power has to come from powerful only. You can't force any power upon you. You can't force Shakti. You can't force anything. The holder of power is that. I told you, na, one person was there. His son was failing in 10th class. So he said, I failed. Father was MSc mathematics and he was failing in mathematics. See, Bhagwan has a good sense of humor. So he said, what to do? I said, do Gayatri Mantra. 5 mala at least. You'll pass. So after 3 years I went. Again I saw him. How to ask whether you have passed or not? So I only asked that, which class you are in? I remember that last time, 2 years back, I was in 10th. And he said, I'm in BSc. I said, at least inform me that you are passing. Immediately I could make it that he had got the power. Powerful as Vidam. This life is nothing but gaining powerful on your side. So do everything to get that Ishwar. Don't do anything to get only Shakti. Shakti without Shaktishali will ruin the person. Without Narayan, Lakshmi will make a person owl. Lakshmi's vehicle is owl. And with Narayan, she comes on a Garud. So Garud will, some way Dhvani is there when the Garud flies. Therefore Indonesian aircraft is called Garud. Garud, kya naam? Garud Airlines. Huh? Something is like that. Muslim country. They have made it Garud. And our Indian has Air India. क्या? Jet, Air India, Indigo, ये सब कोई नाम है? वो गरुड़ ले रहे हैं अपना, हमारा गरुड़ ये ले गए, हम अपना छोड़ दिए. ये तो शक्तिशाली जिसके पास होगा, who has Shiv, he will be happy. And all of us, when we are studying, you will not believe what I am going to say. Earlier days, people were not too much into going to study. They were doing more upasana to get the Ishwar with them so that their study completes faster. Because Ishwar, Ishana Sarvidyanam, Ishwara Sarbhutanam. So he is the Lord of all Vidya. And therefore, if the Maheshwar is with the person, Vidya kamas to Girisham. I think in third chapter of first canto or second canto. This is one who wants the Vidya, he should do Maheshwar Upasana, Girishas Upasana. The whole attempt of our life should not be and we are after powers is a power problem. We don't want a wife, we want a power of serving and power of loving and power of giving attention. We don't want a husband, we want a husband who can be moving ATM. I want a live ATM. निकालो दबा दो इसे. Punch code 1067. Phone number is 4 digit. 4 digit, na? हाँ. So you say, okay, give. This is 4 digit. हम निकल आओ पैसा. अब बताओ husband earning न करता रहे तो क्या फायदा husband से? I was better before that. Unearning husband and unserving wife is as good as not having anything. तुमको किस लिए शादी किस लिए? If you cannot give me a cup of tea also, then what for I married you? And you cannot give me money, what for I married you? I want a child, I want a power of possessing somebody. I want a teacher, I want a power of teaching, I want power of guidance I want. Everything what we want in our life is some kind of Shakti we want. I don't want a house, I want a power of accommodation. But one thing what worldly people miss is that power doesn't come, stability in the power doesn't come without the Shaktishali. And that Shaktishali is the Maheshwar. And saints are after Shaktishali and worldly person is after Shakti. This is the difference between them. Difference between them is there. More we want the Shaktishali, and Bhagavad says, Hridi sadyo hridi avarudyate kritibhi takshanat. In the very Mangalacharan it is said in Bhagavad, sadyo hridi avarudyate kritibhi takshanat. Moment you remember and want, that time only he enters into you. He manifests. Powerful is permeating me. My aham is permeated by Shivji's aham. Because Hiranyagar is called Sutra. Sutratma word has been given in Upanishads to Hiranyagar. Sutravat vyapakam bhavati. It is pervading every sutra. My aham and his aham are not two. But between his aham and my aham, there is some ego has come, desire has come, attachment has come, and therefore that powerfulness I don't experience what others may experience. There is a difference between that. Got my point? So Shivratri is a festival, is a celebration to remove the distance between my finite powerfulness and infinite powerfulness. That which can remove the gap between the two, that is called the upasana. It is the upasana kal, where his power to give me, his ability to bless me, to remove the distance is more. Put it like that. Okay? See, there is something called desh kal vastu. Please get my point. You are everywhere in the body, but this is the golak. These are the golak. Golak means point of expression. You are everywhere, but you have to talk, you have to see the face. I can't see the feet and say, how are you? You have to see the face because this is the golak. Point of expression is there. South Africa is everywhere. But the point of expression may be Pretoria. Capital to Pretoria hai. So Pretoria is there. India is everywhere. The point of expression is Delhi. So you are everywhere in the body, but the golak, the point of expression is your face or your eyes. The face also people will see your eyes first. If they don't see your nose, how are you? You'll feel awkward. Why are you seeing my nose? So there's something has fallen, a landslide is there. Something has fallen, chandan has fallen, kumkum has fallen on my nose. Something has fallen or what? No. But if you want to confuse somebody, tell somebody. This point of expression on your face is called your golak. And lot of powers are there. One point of expression is there, one point of expression is there, one is another. So the golak of the God in the desh is called tirth. The golak of the God in the object is called murti. And the golak of the God in the time is called Parva. शिवरात्रि राम नवमी फिर से बोल देते हैं बोले व्हाट आर यू सेइंग आई एम नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग गोलक golak means point of expression of the God in space is called tirth. Ganga ji is a tirth, Jamna ji is a tirth, Narmada ji is a tirth. I know people who have darshan of Narmada Ma or who had darshan of Ganga Ma. Ganga ji is there, so Ganga Jal if you take, you will have another kind of mind. You pray to Ganga ji. You just now you went to Varanasi and you saw how the Ganga Puja was done, how the Aarti was done of Ganga ji. And those who have gone to Haridwar, they also see the Aarti in there. So that is the Tirth. Tirth means Taranti Aneniti Tirtha. Jamna ji is there, Ganga ji is there. Something in Desh that is a golak of the God. ठीक है ना? पकड़ो last point को. Don't think it is a river. It is a golak of the God. Otherwise saints won't live. Golak of the God is there. The golak of the God in object is called Murti. Sri Rangam is there. Balaji is there. Vaishnavi Devi is there. Badrinath is there. Kedarnath is there. Chinmaya Shivam is there. They are the golak in object. The point of expression is called that golak is there. Archa Avatar is there in that. They are the golak of the God. ठीक है ना? हाँ. There is 1, 2, 3 places are there where I say. One place is in India, I think in Madhya Pradesh somewhere, where every morning Ashwatthama comes and worships Shivling. And he worships at 12 a.m., 12 o'clock almost, not noon. And there, when they get up, anybody, then they see that Akshat is there and they recorded it. The person who went to record all these things, he went into sleep. Exactly at the same time. But because recorder was on, and therefore he could just hear he taking bath in that. Second day he put that camera in the sanctum and tried to record. Camera fell down. Lot of things are there. Other places in, I think, Jharkhand or somewhere, there is one Shivji is there. Where Banasur comes and worships in the morning time. So as he comes, big storm comes. This person couldn't gather himself. Only after he went away, he saw that Bilpatra and Akshat, all these things were lying on the Shivling. There's a power in that particular murti. Don't think there is no power. If you remember, in 2013 there was a big, cloud burst in Kedarnath. Thousands of people passed away. Remember that? You know what was the problem? I'm just anticipating. Shivji was here and there was Deviji's murti was there. They removed it. And that day Deviji blasted the whole thing. It was told don't do it, but the construction worker they ordered it. And there was a flood was there. Any time they touch that murti, it stops. So there is a golak of that God is there. What you went to, Jyotirling, they are the golak of the God. Mahakal is a golak. It is a point of expression where you talk, where you communicate from, where you give and take. Like the golak of the cow is the udder, from where you can get the milk. Or if you approach the horn, another golak is there. It can give that also. That is another golak is there. It's a point of expression. Either it can hit or a person, or it can give milk also, depends how you approach. I hope you are getting. So there is a point of expression in space is one thing, and in object is another thing. Various temples, people don't tell these things because Hindus' history has been obscured. Aurangzeb went to, demolish the temple. And bees came up all of a sudden. Bees came up, bees. And he chased the bees, some died also. This happened in Srinath temple also. The point of expression is there. There are temples in which Bhagwan literally ate food, like Pandharpur is there. है कुछ मूर्ति में ऐसा है. There is something in there. There is something in that murti. It is not a simple murti. It fulfills the wishes of a person. Bhagwan gives some darshan is there. Up Kedarnath, Badrinath, you know the Badrinath is there. So right now it is closed. So 6 months Devtas do puja. So whatever they put in the lamp is put. So that lamp after May when it will be opened, it is lit. Although ghee was this much. But 6 months and the flowers are there. That is a golak of that God. So golak of the God in space is called Tirth. In object it is called Murti. And in time it is called Parv. Like Shivratri is golak of the God. Ram Navami is golak of the God. Point of expression. Or what is it called? Devi Puja is golak of the God now, Ratri. There is Shakti is more. There you can experience Him more. Like all days are good, but your birthday is a golak of the God. Your golak, you are expressing more. Your powers are more. Somebody was here, I was scolding. He said, today is my birthday. I said, nothing doing. I said, birthday is another matter. and you're wrong thing, it doesn't matter. Golak of the God is there. He can. What happened? Are? So that is the Golak of the God. Everybody's Golak is that time is powerful. So Shivratri is that day, please get my point, the power of destruction of Lord Shiva. It expressed, or power of creation of Lord Shiva expressed. And when it expressed that power of creation, that power of destruction was called Kali, or that power of destruction was called Parvati, whatever you want to call. And on that Shivratri day, she expresses so that Shivji can destroy or Shivji can create. So his power on that Phalgun Trayodashi is much more than other days, and therefore he is ready to bless on that particular day. Provided me, the powerful I, the small powerful I that I am surrendering to the big powerful I. This surrendering act allows him to come in my life. Okay? Say yes. Like I was an individual, but when I said no, I am now for the mission will say, okay, all my resources are for you. Like if a girl goes to any boy and say, I want your car. The boy will say, why should I give my car? I won't give my car. But supposing she loves the boy and ultimately gets married, now she doesn't have to ask, the car belongs to him after that, belongs to her. Then it is called our car. This our is a very, two divorcees were there. So one had 2 children, both of them had two children with old marriage. So they got married, and from them they had 2 children. So how many? 6 are there. So one day the wife called the husband in the office. He said, your children and my children are beating our children. Good way of communication, क्या करा जाए भाई? So my point is, moment I give myself to that I takes me over. And this is what Bhagavan said, Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Yogakshemam Vahamiyam. Are in between, are jana paryupasite tesham nitya yubhikta nam yogakshemam, chinta mat karo yaar. So every day that power is there, but that power is more evident on Shivratri. And this is Shastra Praman Siddha. Not you cannot get by Pratyaksh Praman. And there is where faith is very much required. I hope this much is clear. Now one incident about Shivratri we will talk today, and then we will move ahead. If you are fine. Well, yes, I am fine. Unless that is surrendered, and therefore I always say any relation is based on one thing. What? Give up your ego for me. Give up your separate powerfulness. Give up your I for my I. You will say, okay, give up your I for my I. And then you use the word, he's a very devoted teacher. He's a devoted disciple. Not hardworking. Hardworking may not be devoted. Devoted means one who, one potassium cyanide is there. So they say he wanted to taste. He said, I will write sweet and sour. So I will write, but I'll die. One who is ready to give up himself, give up his small I to please that big I, that is called the Aradhana. That is called Upvas. Your I is the near the biggest I, that is called Upvas. Upvas means living near, not fasting. I mean, small I is living near the biggest I, that is called Upvas. Where your I lives, that is your residence, not where body lives. Where your I is living, with whom you are living inside. We live with the small I, so I becomes inert, I becomes powerless. You live with powerless, you live inside and you will become powerless. You live with powerful inside, you will become powerful. So this surrender of the small I to the biggest I is called Shivarchana, is called Shiv worship, is called Shankarupasana. The desire to merge the I into the biggest I. And this is the purpose of the stuti, that is the purpose of the chanting, this is the purpose of the puja, this is the purpose of your, aradhana. And more I go away from that bigger I, more I become powerless and more I feel fearful in my life. The poor Maharaj going to Kailash, imagine that. What was his power? Without any resources also. First time when he went. इन लोग के पास क्या शक्ति थी देखो. What power they had, what confidence they had to go like that. Pujan, external puja is to surrender the internal I. Outer puja is a vehicle of that small I to go to the bigger I. External puja, I am repeating it. External puja is a vahan. Vahan means a vehicle through which internally I travel to the infinite I of Lord Shiva. And that is the Shivratri. ठीक है ना? Say yes. Well, don't worry about that. I am fine. I am okay. Or I am not okay. Or I am okay. How was the food? Okay. How's the food? Okay. Twice okay means not that okay. ठीक है लेकिन ठीक है. Unless this is brought in a person, he will not feel stronger at times. He will not feel that he has. Please note, when Jatayu was killed rather he was being injured by Ravana. Jatayu had given his, not body, he had given his eye. He knew I won't be victorious in front of. Ravana was a very professional fighter. But Jatayu was not a professional fighter, and that he was very old also. But he said, no, I will give my life to Lord Ram. And he was the one who called Sita ji as his beti, putri. Sita ji ko putri bola unhone. One character in Ramayana who called Sita ji as putri. And when Ravan hit him, so first the test was of his shaurya. Hit him, he fell down bleeding badly. Different test was now that he had to give his pran. He said, no, I hold my pran till Ramji comes and I give the information that Ravan has taken Sita like that. So he gave his eye to Bhagwan Ram. Now tell you what happened after that. He became Parshad. As per Ramayana, he became Parshad. They saw that Jatayu has taken a form of Parshad of Saket because he gave his small eye to Bhagwan Ram. So when I give my small eye to Lord Shiva, then Lord Shiva also makes me a part of his whole. And I feel powerful, not because of power, but because of the main powerful is all with me, in me. Whole sadhana of our life, whole Shakti of our life is that merging ourselves with the infinite power. Don't be after power. You lose power. After power, if anybody is there, first thing you cannot catch power. Power doesn't come without power. Sitaji doesn't come without Ram. And Parvati ji doesn't come without Shivji. Bhasmasur tried it. Bhasma did Vasya. So ultimately Shivji said, wife, anybody whom you touch, he will get burned. And he like Parvati ji, ये बड़ी प्रॉब्लम हम लोग के साथ है. अब शिव जी भागे because he wanted to touch शिव जी. You know the story. After that, Vishnuji came. Vishnuji is the one. He said, Vishnuji is not right. But no, he said, see, I'll tell you. And he started dance. In dance he touched. See, dance as me. And he touched his head, he's born God. वो आपको पार्वती जी नहीं मिलेंगी बिना शिव जी के. I can't get glory unless all gloryful God is there for all time. You can't maintain anything which is not yours. I can maintain my car, but I can't maintain your car. Why? Because I don't have right to keep it. Police will come. And this is the Shivratri festival where I offer my eye. I'm repeating it. All this fasting and of doing puja is just the way to go and touch him inside, touch the Shiv inside, touch his body inside. And this is same thing happened with Arjun also. Arjun was worshipping Lord Shiva, if you remember, when he was sent by Bhagwan Krishna in Himalayas. And remember that one boar was there. And Bhagwan wanted to bless him. क्या भाग्य इन लोग का, कभी भगवान, कभी कृष्ण, कभी शिव जी, सबका दर्शन हो रहा, कभी दुर्गा जी, जैसे पड़ोसी हो, like they are neighbors. So Shiv ji came as a big kirat, Arjun they are called. अरे लंबे चौड़े आए, and he said, no, I have killed this boar. He said, no, I have killed. दोनों में झगड़ा हो गया. Ultimately he shot Bhagwan Shiv ji with his arrow. Nothing. वैसे वैसे करे जा रहे हैं. What is in the arrow itself is Shiv. How can you kill the arrow with the Shiv? Shiv cannot go away. अब मारे जाए अर्जुन. Everything got exhausted. Ultimately he started hitting him like this. ऐसे हाथ से छुड़ाए. No अस्त्र शस्त्र was there. Bhagwan was very happy seeing this. Like child playing with the father. And then Arjun went and on his shivling he offered Bilpat. That Bilpat landed on Lord Shiva. Then he understood that. तब प्रणाम किया. तब भगवान ने कहा very good. Because you are not after power as Duryodhan was after power. You are after Krishna. Therefore I will give you my Pashupatastra. I hope you are understanding this point. So this is the purpose of the festival. Then on that day the Shakti of the Ishwar is more. Now I'll go to one story of Shiv Puran which is connected with Shivratri, and then we will move ahead. Time is getting over. So there is one place called Gokarn. I don't know, you have not gone. Gokarn in Karnataka, and there is one what is it called? Shivling is there. It is called Mahabaleshwar. Story is there. Please listen to that. So there it is said here that. So there was one very beautiful lady. Her name was Saumini. Don't forget the name. Saumini, she was Brahmani. And her father married her with one Brahman son. Okay. So both were living very comfortably. Reme ten dvijasreshtha nav yovan shalini. And both were young and both were living very happily. But problem came up. Atatasya patir vipraha taruna surujarjita. He developed a disease. Her husband. You just don't know where time changes all of a sudden. You just don't know. You can't say my time will be very good all time. Ultimately he passed away. Her husband passed away. So although she was of great value and great character and great, what is it called, clan, Brahmani thing. Right? So Havan was going on in the house, puja was going on, Shastra was studied. And she was very, very sad. Dukkhita ati vishannadhihi. Very sad. So what to do? Never mind. When mind doesn't work, don't mind. I think there she should have prayed to the God. If you are feeling helpless or if you are feeling desirous, you should pray to God and God will find a way for you. The right way is, supposing she had desire for another man, supposing, or her desire is the essential desire, she could have prayed and waited for the time or gone through the right route. अब ब्राह्मणी थी भाई, उसको तो पता होगा. She knew within Nishad, she must have heard from her father, mother. But there is where she slipped. Slipped means becoming uncontrolled somewhere. Slipped means where you lose the powerful. That distance with the powerfulness has increased is called slipping of a person. And supposing you say he has risen above, that means his closeness with Lord Shiva has become more now. He has risen above, he has grown, he has evolved. So, in her mind, now काम वासना etc. came. कोई बात नहीं, काम वासना आती है, तो let it be satisfied in a proper manner. You should go through a proper route. She should have got married etc. And then she could have got with the proper way. But nahi. So, Yuva avastha visheshena babuva vibhicharini. She became promiscuous now. And in her life, debauchery came up now. Now you are disturbing the law of powerful. If anybody comes in your room and disturbs everything here and there, now you will throw him out. Or ask him, please don't do this. If anybody comes on my table, that time I get scared what he will do now. Because everything is kept at its own place. You don't disturb. When I'll go and search, I may not get it. They took the scissor and didn't keep it back. They took the pen, didn't keep it back. I don't like that. So if don't go in my room and go, don't touch anything. If you touch, please keep it as it is. अब आप चली भी गई, इधर भी कर दिया, पता लगा. How I'm now searching, where is my that book gone? So if the powerfulness, Lord Shiva's rule was not disturbed, बोले तुम्हारे लिए हमने कुछ और धर्म बनाया था, I made some other dharma for you, and now you have disturbed my dharma. I mean, your glory is how close you are, in your eyes how close, how much it is touching the Lord's eye. And therefore whatever he speaks, people say, no, it's the God's voice. If he has said it, if Gurudev has said it, let's do it. Many times I tell you, in the meeting was going on in CCMT. And Gurudev said something. They said, this Persis Center is asking so much lakhs of rupees. He said, give it. And the trustees, others said, but Swamiji, we have not seen what is the project, what is. He said, I said, get it. बोलो चलो खत्म करो, आर्ग्यू मत करो यहाँ पे. It was Lord's voice. There is no logic there. And then they find out that it was there. Said, why did somebody give another land? He said, I won't take. They said, why Gurudev was saying, I won't take the land free of cost. He said, no, I won't take. There is no argument because there is a Nitya Avatar in that Mahatma. Mahatma itself means who is a Nitya Avatar. If anybody is doing upasana, anybody is living a pure life, anybody is not speaking the false, anybody is not eating something wrong, anybody is not seeing anybody with the bad eyes, anybody doesn't have hatred, anybody doesn't have attachment, in that God, the cosmic eye is not getting, he's an avatar. He has the avatar Purush, he has some avatar ansh in it. Getting my point? If you are not living a proper life, then you are distancing the Lord, then you will be in little trouble, then you can be taken for granted. But this person cannot be taken for granted now. You cannot bypass this person anywhere. He has now Shaktishali in him. And Anant Shaktishali Ishwar is in him. You cannot bypass him like that. I told you Neem Karoli Baba's story. He climbed on the railway station, first class, and they threw him out in a very insulting manner. He sat on the in the railway station, like this. Not a railway station. And train couldn't move. 3, 4, 5 hours they tried their best, the train to move. Ultimately, somebody said, you said something, you insulted, therefore it didn't move. They came and prayed to me, said, 2 conditions. Never insult any sadhu like that. The second is, make a station here. And train started. You don't know that they have Shaktishali, they have Ishwarat in them. There's a difference between the worldly person and a Mahatma. Worldly person is a microcosmic person. He's a Veshti Purush. And Mahatma is a Samashti Purush. Whole cosmos is walking with him. Feeding him is equal to feeding million of people. You know, the story goes, one king was there. So somebody said, some saint, he said, feed one person every day. Moment it will reach 200, 500,000, bell will ring. He was feeding every day, bell did not ring. One day Shukdev ji came. And moment he put first morsel, bell rang. Shukdev ji was equal to 1 million people. Because his mind is identified to that. When you don't have walls inside, your mind is become very big, then your Shakti Shali is very big in you. And now she lost that power. Who? What was her name? Naam bolo bhai. Saudamini, Saumini. Saumini, not Mini. Saumini. So, Saumini. Now, not only what, now when the debauchery started practicing, her people in the house snatched with her hair and threw her outside. I told you, no, she can be taken for granted. A person makes himself insultable. You cannot insult a person who's like that. You can't talk loose about a person who is not like that. Otherwise you can talk everything loose. You can't talk loose about Ram Bhagwan. Ravan you can find jokes. But not Ram Bhagwan you cannot joke. It's quite. Now still, once you fall, there is no limit to where you will fall now. Be very careful about falling. And if you fall, please fall in front of Lord only. Those who fall in front of Lord, they don't fall anywhere else. Then you rise. Ultimately, she was out in the open now. So one Shudra was there, tremendously tamoguni person. So he brought her in her house. Saumini. देखो ब्राह्मण की शादी शुद्ध से हो गई. And now he made her his wife. ठीक है. Fall शुरू हो गया, अब तो होता रहेगा. Be aware of that. Don't spare yourself. Now what will happen? Ab she was not eating non-veg, etc. Who? Saumini. Ab now Shudra's house was there. Atasa pishitahara nityam apitavaruni. Leo. अब कहाँ से हुआ? अब she started eating the non-veg also. And not only this, she was having madira also, wine also. क्या हुआ? Water? अरे भाई water दे दो इनको. ये ले लो water, यहीं से ले लो ना. Just give water to her. Give me water fast. Take this. Arey, take water, don't worry. Drink as much as you can. So there she started drinking wine also. Atha sa pishitahara nityamapit varuni. About distance is more or less with that Shankar and Shiv there. You are creating a distance now. All is against what your dharma is there. अब एक बार गिरने के बाद फिर लज्जा चली जाती है. फिर लज्जा is one thing which there is a parda in everything. Parda is there. Parda, understand? Curtain is there. Eyes has curtain, tongue has curtain, hand has curtain, eating has curtain. मैं ये नहीं देखते, ओके सॉरी, इसको नहीं देखा जाता, ये नहीं सुनते, we don't hear this song, okay. I don't use such words, अच्छा. I don't use such words. But once you start using it, then that curtain is now broken now, it is torn now. वो लज्जा चली गई. संभाल के रहो भाई. Story is not over, it's going on. Wait, Mahashivratri तो आई नहीं. अपनी लज्जा को बना के रखो. A person is where he is, what he is not, what he is ashamed of. Some saint is there because he is ashamed of being ignorant. He is ashamed of not doing puja. He is ashamed of lying. He is ashamed of being attached. I mean, you are what you are ashamed of. Higher you are, higher things you are not doing, something higher you are ashamed of not doing that. And lower is there, he is not ashamed of drinking, he is not ashamed of debauchery. Usko kuch shame chali gayi phir. Now, still she practiced debauchery and all these things. So one day she was going in the night. देखो अभी भी वही जम चल रहा है. And she was among the goats. And in the goat there was one calf also. So she wanted the meat of the goat. So she wanted to kill the calf, kill the goat. By mistake she killed the calf. लो एक के बाद. I told you na. Once the totality, the total I shiv is against you, you will be forced to do mistake. वैसा नहीं कि I wanted to do it. I did not want to do a mistake. It is now I've lost. अब एक गलत फल से you are forced to do something wrong after that. Now when she brought back in her house, in the daytime she saw, oh my God, this was a calf and not a goat. So she was very afraid. Hatam tam grahmaniya gyatva govatsamanganaha angana bhita shiva shiveti ahake chit punya karmana. She said, oh Shiva. Or here Shiv Puran says, Surji says, it is because of some punya of that Brahman Sharir that she had, that at least she started chanting Shiv. At least she had something. पता नहीं कहाँ का पुण्य कर्म आ गया. Following ना? हाँ, please follow that. Not follow her. I am saying follow what I say. So there ultimately she passed away. अब passed away से नुकसान क्या हुआ? अब यमराज आए. Now she created lot of sorrow for everybody in the house. My girl was there, she was a respectable girl. And she came and people were knowing this is what is happening. So lot of sadness was because of her in her family, in her relatives and everybody. And of course she was killing animals and all these things. So Yamraj took her and she became Chandalini, a Shudra of the lowest caste. And now in this birth, please see the point. Satha Brashta Yamapura Chandali Garbhamashrita Tato Babuva Janmanda. She was blind by birth. She was dark like a coal. She was without father and mother. And she had leprosy. Udhana Kenechit. Nobody was marrying. Ultimately, she had one stick and she used to go here and there and ask for the food here and there. And she was always asking for the kahan se kahan pahunch jata hai. Karma is the one which takes you from where and where. Karma is the one, you don't know where karma will take you. Our karma has brought us here, you don't know where it will take us. Chariot hai wo. So then she was walking and then they heard that people are going for Shivratri in Gokarn. Gokarn Mahabaleshwar is there. Gokarn is in Karnataka. Mahabaleshwar is there because same story of Ravana is also operating here. Ravana's mother was worshipping Shivji. So Indra stole away Shivling and threw in the ocean. Ravana said, don't worry, mummy. So I will... He went to Kailash and got another Shivling. Shivji put the same condition. He said, don't put it on the floor. They are making fun of Ravana Shivji. And ultimately, he was doing his Sandhya Vandan in the evening. So Ganeshji came. Ganeshji said, "Okay, I'm holding it. 3 times I'll say Raman, Raman, Raman. If you don't, then I'll leave it." He was doing Sandhya Vandan. Ultimately, he said, "Raman, Raman, Raman," and he put the Shivling. Now it could not move. That was called Mahabaleshwar. Still it is there. Mahabaleshwar. Now she, out of curiosity that lot of rush is there, I will get some food to eat. In this rush, she also joined. देखो, ये कहाँ से पुण्य उसको वहाँ ले गया? वो शिव शिव जो बोला था, what she said, shiv shiv. You don't know which punya will erupt at what time and save you at what time. So he was just doing like this. Some roti is required, food, and everybody was having Ganga Jal, Bil Patra. So one person, Eka Punyatama Pantha, Prakshipat Bilu Manjarim, he just put some Bil Patra on his hand instead of food, because nobody was having food. In her palm, somebody had put one Bil Patra. Now she thought that this is, what is it? It was difficult, she was not able to see properly. Pap means deprivation. You deprived others of their joys, therefore system has deprived now you from your joys. So she was around the temple now, and somebody had thrown Bil Patra on her. When she saw that she cannot be eaten, it's a leaf, she just did like that. She threw the leaf. And that leaf was dancing here and there. Ultimately, that leaf had fallen on Shivling, lo. And whole night she was around that temple and asking, give me food, and nobody gave food. देखो व्रत हो गया अपने आप. So बिलपत भी चढ़ गया. Because of that punya of, firstly she was a Brahmani, and secondly that punya was there that she has said shiv, 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 shiv. And ultimately, she fell down and she died near that Shivling. अब बताओ क्या होगा? अब Shivgana came. Shivgana said, see, you celebrated Shivratri, you fasted whole night also, you are around Shivji's temple also, and you offered Bilpatra also. Because of the past birth, because of something in the past. But what, like we are here, you had not planned that you will be here. Something of the past birth brought you here. And something of the past birth brought me also here. Whether you want or not, you have to be here now. Well, I'll run away. No, you cannot run away. Again you will be here. And if the day God wants you should go away, you cannot come also. Both ways are there. It is His house, He will decide who has to be here. I will not decide, you will not decide. Many people were coming, He decided you should not come, they could not come. Many who are not coming, they are coming again. वो तो उसका घर है, वो देखते रहो लीला उसकी आप. उमा नट मरकट की नाई सभी नशावत राम गुसाई. He just don't know where he will throw up and down. In Vaidyanath when we went, some people fell on the Shivling there. You just don't know where you are falling. Automatically some panda came, you fell on the Shivling. And somebody offered water also. So water is percolating through your hair and then going on Shivling. क्या story है वो तो आपको ले जाएंगे, आपको क्या पता है कहाँ जाना है आपको. You don't know where you have to go, you don't know which temple you will go to, you don't know which mantra you will chant. Ultimately, she was taken and she became a, tell me, devotee of Lord Shiva, totally dedicated in the next birth. Tell me why? Because just she had the effect of chanting Shiv Shiv, which resulted in getting Bilpatra, which resulted in taking him to that Shivji's temple, which resulted in fasting. God made her fast on that night. And today also as per Shiv Puran it is written, Kritva akamatah, because without any desire at least she offered something, and therefore that powerful got very happy And he gave the power and she became quiet. Her desire went away, her bodily deformity all went away, and she became a Devi after that. Devi of, Gana of Lord Shiva, who is worshipping Lord Shiva. इतना पुण्य है इसमें. This is the power of that time, that particular time Lord got very happy because of her association. ठीक है ना. सकृदेव प्रपन्नाय तवास्मीति याचिते अभयम ददामि सर्वभूतेभ्यः एतद् व्रतम मम. This comes in Valmiki Ramayana. To Vibhishan ji, Ram ji says, Sakradev prapanaya tavasmiti yachite. If somebody comes once to me and say, I am yours, and nobody else is, abhayam dadami bhutebhya. I give him abhayam. Abhayam means fearlessness. Abhayam dadami bhutebhya etad vratam mama. The glory of Shivratri. So there is a way out also. Not that there is not way out. ठीक है, वो हो गया, पूरा हो गया. Give me this one. So, akamatah kritastasya punyasya vachadat phalam munakti adyapi sachaiva mahabal prasadatah. The grace of God हो गया देखो. Because of the grace of God, she got that position also. Now tell me how much we have the grace. How much God would have loved us also. After getting also, if you are moving away from powerful, then it is your problem. The next birth you can understand what will happen. Next birth is not far away. What do you mean to say? I will pass so fast. This birth will go like this. This birth doesn't take too much of time to pass away. You will hear that I am no more. 3-4 days Jeev is there in the house. Jeev is there in the house to see what's going on. You will see people are crying, who has come, who has not come in my funeral. You will see all these things. But you can't do anything at that. You can't shout, etc. You are powerless at that time. Because no Indri is there at that time. Anyway, my point is that I should not be doing something that I create adharm, avishwas and agyan. These three things create the distance the all-powerful God with that. You remember that in Bhagavad it comes. What is his name? Jad Bharat. When he was being kidnapped by the dacoits and they wanted to offer Bali. So the murti in front of whom that murti got up. It winged. Remember that? And from that, Deviji came out. And when Deviji came out, I am fine now. When Deviji came out, you know what she did? She didn't bring the sword. Their swords, she hid them only. She didn't waste her own sword and killed everybody. वो तो ईश्वर सहानुभूति is there. When sahanubhuti of the Ishwar is there, then you are one with that Lord. So very function, very purpose of the Shivratri is to merge and to dissolve our separate desire, individuality, rag, dvesh, काम, क्रोध, अहंकार. वो तो गोलक बनाया ही भगवान ने इसलिए. This पर्व is always for that purpose also. And remember what I said? Actually, the offering of the Shivling, of the Bilpatra, what is how many did next birth, not the first birth. This is the third birth she got. She got closer to Lord Shiva. That was just, it acted as to come closer to Lord, and Lord came and possessed us. In the Ramayana class I was talking about that Lord possesses somebody. Why? Because he feels that he has fulfilled some sankalpa of mine. Moment you feel some sankalp of mind, you are being possessed by the Lord. किसी को अपना नहीं, सबको अपना नहीं बोल पाते हैं आप, अपना उसी को बोल पाते हैं जबकि वो हमारे अनुसार रहता है. When he is following my sankalp. So she followed Shivji's sankalp by mistake also, and Shivji adopted. This adopting of Shivji is called Sharanagati. I offered myself and he took me. उन्होंने अपने ले लिया, हमें अपना बना लिया. That is Sharanagati is complete now. Now my life is his life. Arjun said शिष्यस्ते हम, भगवान said भक्तोसी में सखाचे थे. Arjun said I am your disciple, भगवान says you are my devotee. देखो दोनों में बात हो गई, अब शरणागति कंप्लीट हो गई. Unless that Shivji adopts us, unless he makes one jata of his head, or he makes even one snake also, or he makes something related to him, to that, till that point we will never be happy. Unless I am his, I am for him, I am in him, and my life, my will, my desire is not separate than his life, his will, his desire, his vision, his notion. And this is the real Shivratri that we have to celebrate. We will see it more tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.
सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभु मां पाहि विभो मां पाहि प्रभु. हर 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 हराय नमो. शिव 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 शिवाय नमो. हराय नमो. शिवाय नमो. शिवाय नमो. हराय नमो. हराय नमो. शिवाय नमो. शिवाय नमो. हराय नमो. हराय नमो. शिवाय नमो. शिवाय नमो. हराय नमो. सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभु मां पाहि विभो. शंभो शंकरा सदा शिवाय. सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभु मां पाहि विभो मां पाहि प्रभु. हर 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 हराय नमो. शिव 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 शिवाय नमो. हराय नमो. शिवाय नमो. शिवाय नमो. हराय नमो. हराय नमो. शिवाय नमो. शिवाय